Colorado High School Activities Association football is on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Tonight from Rebel Football Stadium in Keansburg, it's the Brush Bead Diggers against the Weld Central Rebels in the 9th game of the season for both teams and the 6th Patriot League game for both the Bead Diggers and the Rebels. I'm John Beltran with Dave Urig. The Bead Diggers are going for their 5th Patriot League win of the season. Last week they rebounded from that loss to Eaton, and they defeated Strasburg in a highly contested game until the Bead Diggers scored 21 points in the fourth quarter and won 42-14. Bead Diggers are at 4-1 in league play and 6-2 overall. As for Weld Central, last week they led at halftime right here against the Eaton Reds, but the Reds came back and won that game 34-20, dropping Weld Central to 2-3 in league play and 4-4 overall. Dave, the last time you and I were here was 2 years ago when the Bead Diggers came in as the dominant team, and it didn't come out the Bead Diggers' way, so they know that just based on that alone, especially for the seniors on this team who remember that experience, they certainly are not going to take Weld Central lightly.
No, it's payback time for the Diggers, and they have to keep their eye on one guy, J.J. Ciros. Remember 2 years ago playing that quarterback position, he kind of ran all over the field on us. He made a lot of big plays and caught us not ready.
Well, isn't that the case basically with whatever team Brush faces now, especially if you're talking on the road? They had trouble against the Platte Valley quarterback, Adam Hange, a few weeks ago in the opening quarter and really adjusted well after that, and then had trouble in the first quarter mightily against Tony Ball of Eaton, but adjusted pretty well. And I think the first 12 minutes might say a lot in this game based on what's happened so far this season with opposing quarterbacks on the road.
We've had so much trouble, covering the pass. Passes to not really long passes for the most part, but a lot of passes out into the flats and some short timing patterns. And because of that, it's made us forget a little bit about our coverage of the quarterback. And then you couple that with last week we had some trouble getting pressure on the quarterback, and that caused some problems for us. So there's a couple things defensively I know Coach Creighton has had to put some time in this week.
Weld Central has won the toss, so they will receive. The Rebels are dressed in their home reds with the white numerals, the white pants, and the red socks. The Bead Diggers in their road whites with the maroon numerals. The Rebels are coached by Mike Brown. The assistants are Mark Vaughn, Greg Perrin, Robert Goodka, and Chris Madrid. The Bead Diggers are coached by Randy Dreitz, assisted by Ron Albo, Lance Schwint, Dick Creighton, Matt Manier, Ken Garcia, and David Cummings. And this race is so tight at the top. Platte Valley, Strasburg, Eaton, and Brush are all 4-1. So just like last week, this becomes a must-win game.
You bet it does. And then on the other side, Platte Valley and Eaton are playing tonight. So, there's going to be one team over there that still only has one loss. Same thing on this side.
Yeah.
We're going to do some hoping for Platte Valley tonight.
Well, I think I got Eaton and Valley tonight, and Platte Valley and Strasburg, and then Platte Valley and Eaton next week. But you're right, they still have to play, which is good for Brush because Platte Valley's got a tough schedule left, Strasburg a tough schedule left, and Eaton, they're on the road against Valley, but they should win that game. They're the better team. But who knows what will happen. That Eaton-Platte Valley, that's become quite the rivalry, considering they met in the playoffs a few seasons ago when Platte Valley went on their way to that 2007 state championship. So that could be anybody's game, even though if you judge by what those teams did against Brush, you would favor Eaton to beat Platte Valley. But as we found out in this Patriot League, amongst the top-tier teams, you just don't know.
Yeah, but, in high school football, so much depends on who comes out shooting first. Whoever comes out and catches the other team off guard and grabs the momentum early oftentimes has a big advantage.
And I think Weld Central is sensing that they want to grab that momentum early by accepting the football, getting the opening kickoff, knowing that it worked for Platte Valley and it worked for Eaton. And also knowing, Dave, why give the football to Brush first when that offense is so explosive?
Exactly, and also why give the ball to Brush when you may not get it back till the end of the first quarter?
Good point.
Because if they kick it deep, the other teams don't see the ball till most of our drives are 6-7 minutes.
Yeah, the Bead Diggers had a couple of drives last week that lasted about half the quarter. Those were in the opening half. J.J. Cirrus and Travis Siebers are back to receive for Weld Central. Opening kickoff is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance, locally in Fort Morgan and Brush, offering home, health, auto, farm, business, and workers' compensation insurance. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. And Dave, October 29th, what about this weather?
Oh, it's great. There's no wind. We're looking out over the Prospect Valley. We're looking east, and you see all the lights out there from miles and miles away. Cars down there on the interstate. It's just beautiful. You don't really even need a coat.
Right. It's got to be about upper 50s. It's very, very warm for a late Colorado game, or for a late October game, I should say, in the state of Colorado. And Jesus Cardenas to kick it off along the sideline, fielded at the 20 by Sievers, hands it off to Cirrus, running left across the 25, knocked it out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and an excellent job over there by Vince Albo with his containment, not allowing Cirrus to get to the outside, and because of that, Weld Central has started their 28, which is not terrible, but not great field position either.
No, that was a great play there by Vinny, because if he would have let Cirrus, if he would have tried to make the tackle and Cirrus possibly break it, he was going to be off to the races right here in front of the home crowd. So Vinny just put his hands on him and pushed him out of bounds.
J.J. Cirrus is the quarterback. In the backfield is Garrett Page, the 5'10", 195-pound senior. Receivers out to the left and right, man in motion to the right. Back to throw is Cirrus, looking, pressured, throws on the run, down the sideline. The pass is caught along the 40-yard line, down to the 30, and knocked out of bounds by C.J. Kukas. Is Brandon Hoff on a perfectly thrown pass inside the 25 to the 23, and that is a gain of 49. That has markings of what happened 2 years ago.
He ran basically. I couldn't even see if he ran across the field, but he got behind our corner on the near side, and Kukas came all the way from his free safety position, because they've switched Kukas and Garcia. Garcia's playing the corner out on the other side now, and he just got behind both of them.
Eli Hollister is in the backfield along with Garrett Page. They're in and I, 1st and 10 for the Beat Digger 23. There's the give to Hollister running left, and he's got a couple of yards. May have got to the 20. It'll be a gain of close to 3, 2nd down and 7. Kyle Hefner along that defensive line, along with Austin Acosta and Felix Calderon. Skyler Seawald, Connor Weiser play up on that line as well. Joe Rosenbrock amongst the linebackers. Elsewhere on that defense, Shea Hansen, C.J. Kukas, along with Trevor Blake and Eric Garcia and Tanner Morrow. 2nd down, there's the give right side, and spinning across the 20 to the 19, but driven back is Garrett Page. And in fact, they're going to mark him right at the 20. Never got to the 19. No gain. 3rd down and 7 to go for Weld Central at the Beat Digger 20.
Coach Creighton's defense, again, proving that a team's going to have to work real hard to run the ball against them. Weld Central lines up. They have 2 guards, 2 tackles. They have a tight end, but the tight end's not down in a 3-point stance. He's standing up right on the end of the line of scrimmage.
Skyler Seawald made the tackle. No video tonight for this game. 3rd down and 7 for the Beat Digger 20. Cirrus play action, rolling to his right. He's got time, throws deep over the middle towards the end zone, and that pass going to be juggled and caught in the back of the end zone for a touchdown by Travis Sievers. A 20-yard pass play from J.J. Cirrus to Travis Sievers, and the Rebels lead 6-0.
Both of those passes were just on the money. Both of them, both of them were thrown into areas where Brush had coverage, but just not usually a high school kid has coverage, but the pass isn't so well thrown that you have a chance to make a play on it. Those were just perfect right over the outstretched arms of our defenders.
Yeah, you're right. The coverage on both those long passes was pretty darn good. Cord Dunham to attempt the extra point, and that is up, and he hits it well off to the right, and it barely got past the end line in the end zone. I don't know if he whiffed at it, but it was missed badly and only went about 8 yards forward. 10:35 to go in the opening quarter. It's Weld Central 6, Brush nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.